Good morning and happy Friday, everybody. We made it. Like I said the other day, this is going to be the first weekend in a long time where we don't have to do anything for the holidays. Not celebrating Christmas, not doing anything for New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, not shopping, wrapping presents, decorating, nothing. So I hope everybody just gets fat and happy and finds something cool to watch or just relax. Because we're into that time of year, we can just be depressed for a couple of months because of the cold weather. I don't think anyone's got it as bad as poor Sarah with her wind chills she talked about yesterday. That is awful. Let me see who's in here. Okie Bree. We got a lot of Oklahoma people. Am I like a magnet or what? Do you have an email? Yep, it's right under there. I just sent it to you. Cindy, good morning. Hello, my friend Aggie. How are you feeling, Aggie? Sarah popped in. She said, popping in to say hi. Might miss, but we'll try to make it. Negative 30 degrees. Is that the wind chill or the temperature? Amanda Sykes, good morning. The real Sharon, good morning. Crime and Justice, good morning, my friend. URW. Hi, Brooks. Well, hi to you, URW. Hope everyone is doing well this morning. Crime and Justice, 6 degrees. Woo! No. Superior Dreams, how are you? There's my girl, Juicy Tequila Bobo. I call her JTB. We're both Chiefs fans. Good morning, Lauren. How are you? I hope everyone has survived the week. If I miss anybody, I apologize. Oh, I see Pat K right there. The chat's moving fast. All piling in to Dog Pile Grandus. Oh, there you are. Hey, Clark. My friend Clark. Bobby said, you got this. Hang on. Who's this? Eileen. Oh, Eileen, you're in Puerto Rico. Wish I was in Puerto Rico. Hello, Deb. There's Holly Beans and Louise. So what do you guys plan to do with your first holiday-free weekend of the new year? Are we putting up our Christmas tree or what are we doing? Yes, Eileen, I see the sun. I actually took my Christmas tree down a couple of days after Christmas. But, I mean, it'd been up since before Halloween, so what do you think? Oh, Mama Kay's going to clean. Mama Kay, you're not that far from me, so when your OCD kicks in, you know where to find me. Celeste, take down Christmas. Yep, that's what a lot of people are doing. So I guess it's not really the first holiday-free weekend, is it? Because we're still sort of dealing with the holidays. I know one lady was saying, she's like, oh, I have a bunch of stuff to exchange and take back. And I'm like, woo, I hate those lines. So let's bring up our favorite Eskimo, Kevin B, and see what he's going to do with his first holiday-free weekend. Hello, Kevin.
Bah humbug. No. Hey, Brooks, what's up? Just talked to you.
Friend.
Yeah, I haven't talked to you all day. Yeah, okay.
It's been a long time, Kevin.
Yep. Hello, everybody out there. I am so glad you are here with us. This ought to be a fun one. This ought to be a good day.
Oh, you bet. Look at this comment right here. Shelly Tarbett, welcome to the channel. We have new names in here. Hit that sub button. Get reminded. Remember, we're live every morning at 9 a.m. You have your choice between me and Kevin or Ryan and Kelly. I think Kevin and I are the better choice. Shelly, Summer Moon, Utah Wells, 206 days and still just more questions and discussed with those who should have been protecting and loving her. You got that exactly right. Good morning, Purple Rain. One of my favorite names on here.
Yeah, I ain't no Ryan Seacrest. Man, I'd love to get up there in one of them morning shows and just give it hell.
I have a feeling that the execs at NBC would bust in that studio and throw you out on the sidewalk.
Oh, that's why I don't even go. I've never been in Facebook. I would be in Facebook jail every day. I mean, Facebook would not go well with me.
True story. Okay, so I've had a page and true crime groups on Facebook for a couple of years. A lot of people in here, that's how we met. Aggie's one, Just Me's another. I have to see who else is in here. And we've had, Facebook groups and we've communicated in there. I was going to Facebook jail so much that last spring I said to myself, I got to figure something out because I can't be kicked out of Facebook for 30 days at a time. Not that I care about Facebook, but I got to figure something else out. And so voila, that's why we have a channel. Tara said Christmas is over. It's time to get summer. Yep. I'd rather complain about the heat. I'd rather complain about the heat.
Well, in my opinion, Don and Candace shouldn't even be on Facebook. Their daughter's missing. In my opinion. So, anyway.
Good morning, Annie A. Good morning. Oh, they're on Facebook. They're on YouTube. They have a media manager. They got a free trip to Dr. Phil. They are
bullshit.
They are living their best life. They are having no issue being kid free. They're still. I mean, I know Don. He's seeing the world through sober eyes now because I think he's been sober for 12 days. He's been off the R&R whiskey for 12 days, and but like I said, they're living their best life. And what we're going to discuss today, though, is through all of this, where's the grandma been? Because she was part of the ride. She was part of being a proof of life witness that day on top of Hunter and Allie. Some people say she's complicit in it. She might be involved. I don't know.
I don't even call her a grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
That is the worst definition for her. She is not a grandmother. That makes me sick when they say that's just bad as Mom Patrol. Okay.
Well, the name you gave her is actually on the thumbnail, Grandus Sabandis.
I did. That was a long time ago, huh? We come up with that name.
Yeah,
that was a long.
Yep, they use it on other channels too. You got to get that copyrighted.
Yep, and I started Dungeon Dawn too.
Yep, you got Dungeon Dawn too. I can't remember who it was. There was another name, and I can't remember who made it up, but I still laugh about it.
Yeah, but anyway, she showed her true colors. We're going to go through this today, and you will just see what kind of person Grandus is and her clan.
Dare Stewart said she is not. You are right, Kevin. She's not a grandmother. Everybody,
hell no.
Most everybody. I hope everybody, but most everybody. Hopefully your grandparents are still alive. Mine are not. But my memories of my grandparents are nothing but fond memories. And my grandparents would actually get after my parents going, oh, no, you should, I'm here to spoil her. I'm here to do this. I'm here to do that. And we've got this one.
You're lucky, man. My grandparents sucked. Man, they were terrible. But she is not. I wish people would quit saying the grandmother. She's not how about the I don't know, I'll think of a name here shortly. But To call her a grandma, I don't think so.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Well, I think that goes without saying. No one's going to say that, she's like a Aunt B, on the Andy Griffith show by any means. She's no Betty White. And we're going to go through that. I've got a question I have to address. Mick Bro, cool name. I like the Tweety Bird. That's one of my favorite
Nick,
characters.
bro, that's awesome.
What are your thoughts with the new CM interview out? You're going to get to hear all my thoughts on that either later this afternoon, tomorrow morning, or Monday morning, because I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it. And it's going to be quite a show. I want everybody here for it. That's all I'm going to say about it for right now. Because this case has more twists and turns than the biggest roller coaster in the world.
Well, I'll tell you what, right now, it's the deepest rabbit hole I've ever been in. Seriously. I am literally in a rabbit hole with this case.
Mhm.
I mean, seriously, my whole day is evolved around summer. My and it's been going on for now what, almost 7 months?
Yeah, we're coming on 7 months.
Wow. I mean, think about it, man. We have stuck by this little girl, and she is going to, man, and the people, her grandmother failed her so bad. So bad.
Oh, very bad.
I'd be ashamed of myself.
Me too. Mick Jagger said, "Grand monster."
Her brother's even worse.
Yep. Yep.
So
Killer B said, "Prosecutor's dream." Oh, I got you, my friend. Well, we're going to go through this. We're going to go back, and I know we have talked about Grandus for a long time. You're going to hear things that you've heard before, but we're going to try to make sense today out of things that she has said, which she's never spoke publicly. I think
we'll break it down.
I think she gave one statement to WJHL, which was nothing. It was nothing. It was a load of nothing. But anyway, she has talked to some other YouTubers and she has Facebooked people, like instant message or whatever. And like we say, it's easy to say, "Oh, I don't believe any of them." Well, I get that. Trust me, I do. But there's always little nuggets of something in everything that we discuss and we talk about. Ellen, how you been doing, my girl? They all look mean, just downright mean. Especially Candace. Candace scares the hell out of me. So a little backstory on Grandus Sabandis. She decided to go.
Candace the coyote.
Who?
I'm sorry, I just thought of that. Remember how I said I'd chew my arm off? Her new name, Candace the coyote.
The grandma or the mom?
The mom.
Okay. Oh, what is that?
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just thought of something.
No, you're fine. It's just there's 3 Candaces. I was like, who are we talking about?
Yeah, I know. It's like, here's Candace, my other sister Candace, and my other sister Candace, and my other kid Candace. It's like, here's my brother Daryl. It's that type of thing.
Had to put my cat outside. Okay.
You still got that black cat?
I know. Yeah, believe it or
You
not.
do?
Yep.
No.
I do.
Wow. I am very surprised that your husband lets that cat around.
That cat.
But anyway, I'm
my
sorry.
husband. Shelly said, "Seeing the picture of Grandus partying with Jose made me sick. What kind of grandmother parties it up with some random stranger instead of getting on the parents?
Yeah.
That is not right. Get him gone." Nope, I agree. We go back to when Candace and her siblings were growing up. Grandus Sabandis is when this all started. She decided to go live a better life, and she left her children to be raised by her husband at the time. What she decided to go off and do, I don't know. I don't care. Just she had better things to do than raise her children. better things to do than raise her children. That leaves a big mark on people when they are abandoned by their parents. I am not giving any slack to Candace because that's how her childhood was. So let me preface that right now. But that is a terrible thing for any parent to do, and she did it. She decided to go live a different life, and she left her children. You there, buddy?
I'm here.
Because I can't hear you. I could just hear something else. I didn't know what was going on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I had to do something. I had to open my front door. There was some packages out there. Sorry.
What are you having Christmas again this weekend?
Who, me?
Yeah, you got packages
No,
coming?
man, I've had enough Christmas. The only thing I like about Christmas is Jesus was born, in my opinion.
And you get to go to the water park.
Yep, I got to hang out with my grandkids. That was a great Christmas present. That's better than any rat present. You can't get that time back. I mean, you don't ever get that time.
Looking at what Vicky said, she said, my dad had an awful childhood, and he always said, somebody's got to break the chain. Exactly. Good for your daddy. You break the cycle. You break the cycle. Grandus Sabandis, this started way before summer. She left her kids to go do something else.
Well, hell, her daughter's missing.
That was my next point when I got done with that.
Yes, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't jump ahead, but I mean, look at her. Her daughter is missing like summer. What the hell? Something's good. Man, that's just the theory, but are these cases related? I don't know, but I tell you what, I can't just dismiss that and forget about it. Grandus, man, this whole family's messed up.
No, they are for sure. And what I was saying is, I mean, when you just up and leave your children and you abandon them, I don't know if she paid child support. I think she was ordered to. And whether she did or didn't, I don't know. But that leaves a mark on people, but that is no excuse for Candace.
Nope.
So then we get to her daughter, Rose, who goes missing. Does Grandus have anything to do with it? A lot of people say yes, because she was living right there. I don't see that she did. But again, we have Grandus Sabandis. Why aren't you in Wisconsin looking for your daughter? Why? Instead, you moved to Tennessee. You
live like a freaking rat in a trailer. Mm-hmm. The inside of that trailer looks like a dump.
Yep.
I've seen pictures of it. It is gross. She is a nasty lady. Man. Oh. She failed them kids so bad.
Oh,
she should have said something, man. If that was my daughter, I'd say, excuse me, you're doing what to the kids? I don't think so. Mm-hmm. You're coming with me, kids. I'd have took their ass out of there and fought the courts. You know what I mean?
Yep.
She failed all them kids and her own kids. She failed them all.
Yep. And like Sarah said, she has no mom bond connection. No, she has no maternal instinct, none. Because as a mother of a missing child, which Grandus is, she should have been in Wisconsin the whole time to find her daughter. I'm not saying physically searching every day because she wouldn't know where to look. She doesn't have those resources. But wouldn't you at least want to be there for when they find your daughter? It's like with them. People are disposable. Even their own children. Everything to them is in there. It's like a dry erase board or in the rear view mirror. It's behind them. That happened. She got gone. I'll see her in the resurrection. No big deal. They have no attachment to any people. Hence why they have no friends or no long-term friends. They have no familia, like family connections, nothing like that. They use people like Kleenex. Case in point number one, Candace and her siblings. Mama walks out the door to go do something else. She found a girlfriend and she had something else going on, and that was more important than taking care of her children. Because God forbid she brings her children with her. Then we have her daughter Rose is missing, still missing in the state of Wisconsin. She's not around there. She's given some interviews about Rose. Now she has done that. There's several interviews her talking about Rose. Then we have her.
Grandus, when I used to look at her, they remind me of women that were in the Gestapo. They have that look about them. They're mean looking, man. They are. They're manly looking, you know? Ugh. She is not the maternal type. You're right.
Nope, not at all. Angela said, so much for having an opinion. Everyone's opinions are welcome. What happened, Angela?
Yeah, what's that all about?
What you got to say?
That's all we do is give opinions.
Well, we just have a discussion channel. We have commentary and everyone's opinion, unless it's something that you're agreeing with, something illegal.
We're so open to opinions. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, whatever.
Well, sometimes people get like timed out, like by accident. It happens.
Right.
We'll figure.
I wouldn't be a good mod anyway. I'd start arguing with people.
Not this community. We have the best community on YouTube.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Helen said, Grandus is the head of the snake. I agree.
Yep. Put some Gestapo clothes on them.
Exactly. All right. So we've gone through. She abandoned her children, abandoned her daughter Rose, who's missing. She has 2 grandchildren, Andrew and Candace. This is the third Candace the third, who were taken from her daughter on the screen. That's the 2 of them together, and were put in foster care. She did not advocate for her grandchildren. She did not try to get custody of them and get them out of foster care. So she's given up on her grandchildren too. You see where we're going?
Yeah, she didn't make. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off. She didn't make a plea for Summer either, or Rose.
I know, we haven't gotten to that yet. She made a lot of pleas for Rose. She's had several interviews with the local news stations in Wisconsin, but she's still up and left. She's still up and left.
I've never seen her beg the abductors.
I don't think we know that she was abducted. I don't know that was ever brought up with Rose.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can read about it. And she did. Mm-hmm. She gave a lot of interviews, but she still cut and run out of town. She has 2 grandchildren that in her daughter's care were horrifically abused and went to the state of Wisconsin, and she didn't intervene. Does that mean she's unfit, or she just didn't try? I mean, what's going on there?
I don't think she's ever been a mother, right?
No.
I can't imagine that family either. I'll bet that was a dysfunctional mess. For sure. Grandus is just not the grandmother loving kind of person, period. She's not.
Mother, grandmother, wife, friend, person. You pick the role. She doesn't fit it. Okay? So there's her and Candace on the screen right there. And it looks like the state of Wisconsin. And I think this might be the missing t-shirts. It looks like they snapped a pic or something like that. So they look like they care about Rose. But anyway, I don't think they do. I mean, I don't expect people just to waller in agony, but just to get on with your life so fast after something horrific happens in your life, like leaving your 3 children behind, 2 children in foster care, and a daughter missing, there's something really, really wrong there.
Well, hey, listen, let's remember here they're sporting those shirts. It's bullshit. You know why? Because Candace, there's a picture that was floating around where the claw marks went through Rose. And then Candace also making the statement, I'll put the bitch in a trunk. Okay, that's been said. These two right here, shit, they're just playing a role right there. That ain't them. Mm-mm. Can't, you know, they're just, it's the same thing as the Mom Patrol shirt. It's just
Yep.
bull crap.
Everything looks better on social media. And like Pat said, look, it's a free t-shirt. That's all for them. That's it.
Yeah. Smiling. They're probably smiling because they haven't found summer. But anyway.
This is way before summer.
I know.
Celeste said, every role you mentioned, Brooks, takes a level of selflessness in order to succeed at those roles. Well, these are selfish people. I think it's way beyond addiction. I just think these are extremely, extremely selfish people. So Grandus did answer a few people that have messaged her. I'm not putting the screenshots up because I wasn't part of the conversation. She had some conversations with Emma, a couple others. I don't know if I can mention them or not. She said one time that they were planting flowers and that her and Candace were sitting there and they watched Summer walk in the house. Well, I think she was saying that to cover for Candace, which is very dangerous business, because later on she changed her story. She also took the video from the back seat, and I'm going to put that on here in a second. I think we need to look at that because, again, with her history of abandonment, what we're getting to here is be Summer's grandma and do the right thing. Tell them everything you know and get to the bottom of this once and for all, because you know way more than what you're saying. Way more. She has to.
I guarantee you she knows about the abuse and the neglect.
She's admitted that.
Yep. I'm not saying she did anything with Summer. I don't. It's possible, but the thing of it is, she stood by and just did nothing about any of this. You know, she failed, lady. You have failed. She should have helped those kids, in my opinion. Made sure they got a good start. She just freaking shoved everything under the rug. She didn't do shit.
Raina said, Grandma knows what happened. Yeah, she needs to be more forthcoming. She was on the property. She knew what was going on around there. She's admitted it little by little. She's the one that said Dawn gets drunk and yells at everybody, but she won't mention her daughter. She knows how Candace is. She doesn't mention her. Funny, everybody else has mentioned Candace, but she doesn't. Is it out of guilt because she knows she abandoned Candace, or because she needs somewhere to park the damn camper? What is it? All right.
In my opinion, I bet Grandus walks around. I bet you she rules the roost when she's out walking around on the hill. I'll bet you.
So
I'll bet you Grandma's the one that wears the pants in that family.
See, and she points it. Supposedly, this was made by accident. But let's face it, when you take a picture, you just snap it and it's done. You know, and you put your phone down. I think this video was made on purpose. I wish she would be more forthcoming. I don't mean with us. I mean with TBI or Hawkins County, of why she found it necessary to take this video. Why?
It is strange.
Because look at Candace right there.
Mm-hmm.
That picture, that right there of Candace, that freaks me out. That scares me, if you want to know the truth. That is a very satisfied look on Candace's face. Very satisfied look. And like I said, supposedly it was like, oh, that video was taken by accident. Well, how? You know how to take a picture. And if you're taking a video, it's not going to be aimed right at Candace, right at her hands, right back to Candace. That's too weird for me, especially for her. Especially for her. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. They say the hills have eyes. Those hills have lies. The hills have lies. This is a big cover up, and there's too many twists in this for my stomach to take.
Yeah, that video is creepy in slow motion. It really is. It's very, very creepy.
Yeah, by the way, Plunder is the one that put that up. I absolutely adore her. She will not come on panel or anything like that. She's smart. She lays low, but I love how she slowed that down. So again, Grandus, it's time to help your granddaughter. It's time to help your granddaughter. Her take on the day was, which correlates with what Hunter said. She said she was in the truck adding minutes to her phone. Okay, easy enough to prove. Not that I'm going to be able to prove it, but that'd be something that law enforcement would figure out really quick. She said she went to look at some flowers. She said Candace was on the phone with Dawn. Okay, good enough. It sounds like Candace and Dawn were in constant communication with each other that day. So what do we believe that Grandus has said, which hasn't been much over the last few months? Do we believe that Grandus bought the little jogging suit, or do we believe that Candace bought it?
I say Grandus bought it. That's my opinion.
I believe that too, because I've seen the clothes that Candace put her in. I think she was trying to buy her a nice little outfit for school. Which would be the only nice thing she has done.
Too bad that outfit wasn't for school. Wow.
Yeah,
I think about that and I'm just like, that little girl should have been there on the first day in that outfit with all the kids screaming, nervous about, their new school books and their clothes. And no, man, they didn't give that little girl nothing. Nothing.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that she has said to me, because just like her daughter, she's not telling, well, her daughter's flat out lying and changing her story. And don't even get me going on her son-in-law. I was looking at what she said to Emma and a couple of other people. The only thing that stood out to me that she said that made sense, for one, when she talked about the orange pop, I don't care if that drink had been underneath the seat for a year and a half. It would not have been so toxic to cause any sort. It might have given Summer an upset tummy, but it wouldn't have caused death by any means.
Opposite.
Yep, you're exactly right. Opposite day.
Yep. But I think that orange pop, I just want to talk about that for a second. That orange pop, I think, is very, very important. Very important.
She did have a conversation with a friend of hers, and the friend recorded it because no one seems to give a rat's ass about any of these people. I swear to God, they're all like Linda Tripp around there. The minute they talk to one of them, they've got the recording ready to go. Anyhow, I don't care what they do to them. It just tells me a lot about what people think of them. So she's never said anything about Summer going to the camper to get candy and all this stuff. She tried to make a big deal out of the orange pop. And I don't think when she was saying it to the friend, I think she was trying to take the load off of Candace, because it kind of seems like she was alluding to it wasn't so much expired and old. It was more like something could have been put in it, because she damn sure took that video of Summer back there with that pop right next to her.
Yeah, that was done on purpose, in my opinion. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing, right?
No, I think you're exactly right. Oh, you changed your avatar.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they said, oh, that was done by accident. I mean, I've accidentally taken pictures. I've accidentally, you know, taken a video, and it's basically of like the carpet, you know. But this was from Summer. It pans over to Candace, to her hands, and back to Candace, and it stops. She would have to hold the phone up and do this to capture that video. That was not, it can't purposely take a video from Summer over to Candace and stop, over to Candace's hands, and then back to Candace, and then conveniently cut off.
You know what I think? I think Grandus was trying to show that curve for sure. She was showing where they were. That curve could be very important in this case.
You think that's why they've been searching in that area?
Yep, I do. Yeah, that curve is very important. Very important. And so is that pop, and so are those clothes. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I think so too. I think it's definitely important. So in the conversation she had with this friend of hers, and it was repeated to another person, not going to name names, she said that after 3:30, she never saw Summer, that she was dropped off and went to the camper to take a nap. That makes more sense to me than anything. And that Candace, I heard one story that Candace forgot something in town and left with Summer, and another that said she had to go meet Dawn because Summer was sick. Dawn's not a doctor, and she doesn't need Dawn to take Summer to a doctor. But hey, I'll play along. If Dawn is that type of control freak that he's got to be involved with taking Summer to the doctor, okay, fine. Around 5:30, she heard Candace screaming for Summer. That actually makes sense. What do you all think?
I'm going to piggyback with you. It makes total sense. Candace came home. Candace left again.
Uh-huh.
It makes total sense. It fits everything if you really think about it. Candace come home. I can see Grandus. She who knows what medication she's taking for pain and shit, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna throw that out there because that's probably true. And she probably took her sorry ass on back to the camper and went to sleep for some damn reason. And Candace took off again. That fits this whole. That's very important if that's so true.
It only makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
It only makes sense because we know, we've talked about deflection, we've talked about opposite day. We know that the planting flowers did not happen. For one, they're not flowers. Two, there was no disturbed earth in that planter that Candace took a picture of. There was weeds in it. We know the basement door makes no sense because if you've got two grown adults busying around planting flowers, whatever they're doing, they're going to notice a disturbance in the yard, especially things like Hunter, Allie, the cartel, Dudley, you name it. Could have been any of that, right? The bikers. I mean, you would have noticed. It's broad daylight.
The only thing I don't understand is why is Grandus agreeing with the planting flower story and the candy? I don't understand why she's doing that.
I've only seen her say that to one person. But the thing is when she did it She could have talked to a bunch of people. I don't know.
Right.
When she did it, it contradicted Candace because she said, yeah, we planted flowers and we were sitting there and we watched Summer walk in. She didn't say what day. Whereas Candace said they were planting and then she had to take Summer by the hand and walk her in. See, Grandus left that out, and that's a big part of the story. So we know she's just covering for Candace. So again, we throw that out. It contradicts what Candace said. So we already know that's not true anyway. Miss Ellen, new subscriber.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Love it. Got some new people in here, you guys. Hit that sub button. Hit that sub button.
Yeah, it's so easy to do. Just smash that thing one time.
Yep. Cat Whisper said they are all nasty, Kevin B.
They are.
They
Every
are.
one of them. And we haven't even uncovered the dirt on Grandus yet, really. We just started.
Yep. So on July 12th, with everything going on, Summer's been missing almost a month. She puts a public post. Not accepting friends requests anymore. Thank you.
That's on Facebook, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Why do you think they're on Facebook? You know why? Because there's a bunch of damn people on Facebook that want to be their friends and shit because they're the Wells and the Grandus, and they find all their scummy ass friends on there, in my opinion. It's like she has to post that. Like she's so damn popular. Not accepting friend requests anymore. Thank you.
That was my thing. That was my thing. I'm like, that's all you've got to say? Just keep posting your granddaughter's missing poster, you freak, or just don't accept friend requests. I get friend requests, and when I don't know the person or I don't want to be friends with them, I hit delete and move along. If it became a nuisance, I would shut down my Facebook. It's not like Summer's on Facebook and is going to contact them on Facebook. They don't even really have to have it. They have.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine right now if the Wells were truly parents that cared and their kid was abducted, what they could use social media to do? It would literally explode if this was, man, the truth, and there'd be so many people on social media that would band together, but they don't care. They haven't done nothing.
Oh, they've used social media a lot.
Yeah, but not for Summer.
Nope.
Not to find her.
Nope, it's been for them.
They're in the shit show.
It's a soap opera. It's a soap
opera. It's a joke. Oh, it's a joke.
So instead of, and she has shared Summer's missing poster a couple of times. Then she started posting other missing children. I'm like, oh, so now you're a missing child advocate? What's going on here? But then she posts this, not accepting FRINDS request anymore. Thank you. Did we really need that announcement? Just don't do it. Again, selfish ass people, you honestly have to make it about you and not Summer.
Hey, Grandus, let's have a spelling bee.
For real?
Yeah, I'd like to have a spelling bee with her. That was like I'm not trying to get us off track, but the movie Tombstone, when Doc Holliday says that to Johnny Ringo. I know what. I mean to, oh shit, what was his name? I know what. How about a spelling bee? It was just funny. Never mind.
I haven't watched that movie in a long time. What part was that? I forgot now.
Where Doc Holliday is in the bar when he when he's playing poker with that one guy, McCleary or somebody like that, and shortly afterwards, it's the part where his brother gets shot. He comes in with his hand all shot back when the lightning. Do you know what part I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Right, that scene when Doc was in there playing cards with that one guy, and He told him, I know what, let's have a spelling bee. It was just really funny. I love Doc Holliday. But anyway, that's enough.
We're probably gonna have to watch that movie this weekend because I mean, college football's pretty much wrapped up.
Yep.
No games except the Chiefs, tomorrow that I'm interested in.
My two favorite movies in the world, the three, are Band of Brothers, Tombstone, and John Wayne the Cowboys. Those are my three favorite movies. Oh, and The Wizard of Oz.
And I've got your favorite person on the screen.
Oh my God. Oh, look at that man. Just that dude looks like a creepy clown. Remember, I've always said that. That is a monster right there, people. I don't know if everybody knows about this guy, but let me tell you, he was charged with sex crimes with kids, violent.
8 counts of incest.
Yeah,
8 counts
violent.
of incest. He actually got committed. I gotta find it. I'll read it to you guys.
And whose brother is it? Boy, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it?
It's
Grandus's brother. What's his name? Warren?
Warren Harrer.
I got a message for you, Warren. Dude. And they let this man out. He is out. Grandus was there for his homecoming. That makes me sick.
He's supposed to be in a state hospital, but it seems that he has some privileges where he can walk around freely. I don't know the supervision he has, and I don't want to say.
Okay, wait a minute.
But no, this is Grandus's brother. This isn't her dad. He does look like John Wayne Gacy. Everyone thinks it's Grandus in drag. This is her brother.
Yeah, it does look like Grandus, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, this is her brother. He is a monster. Seriously, people. This man attacked kids. He did bad things to them. He was put into a halfway house just last year. Okay? And the place looks like a freaking man. I'd like to have a house that nice. Seriously. And this man's allowed to go outside and roam around this city where the kids are out playing. And it has been said, I don't know if it's true. I would not doubt this, that he was out watching kids doing something. I don't know exactly what it was, but yeah, this guy is a monster. If I lived in that near there and I had kids, I swear to God I would move. This man is dangerous. I don't care. I could get in trouble for going off on this guy. I don't care. This man is sick.
Uh-huh.
So I'm telling you right now, people need to be aware of that dude.
Dodging Bullets says he just has to have the gadget on his ankle. That's not enough for me.
Me either. That fucker should be behind bars for the rest of his life.
Yep.
Shit.
He was actually going to be released, if I read it right. I'm going to find the article, on his own free will. He had done his
from the halfway house.
But he's in. It's like he's like committed. It's like a mental institution or something like that. Let me read this real quick. Hang on, I got to find it.
So he's not living in the halfway house anymore, right?
He is, but it's not a house.
But he's allowed to go outside and walk around.
Uh-huh.
This guy is allowed to be roam freely. This man should not get out of a cage. I don't even know why he's even allowed to walk around. Man, that's what I'm talking about, tougher laws. That dude needs to be locked up forever. He's just going to do it again. It happens constantly.
It's too much, isn't it? It's rinse.
It sucks,
repeat.
man. It pisses
rinse,
me.
repeat.
I'm so sick of it.
Okay, so
this
there
country
he is.
has
There he is. Attorney General J.B. Van Hollen announced Tuesday that the Wisconsin Department of Justice filed a petition under the state's sexual predator law against a Burnett County man. Okay, so this was filed in 2013, so this isn't like just last week. Alleges that Warren S. Harrer is a sexually violent person.
Told you.
be committed for treatment. The Burnett County Circuit Court found probable cause on the petition and ordered Hare detained. A probable cause hearing will be scheduled at a future date to be determined. So November of 94, he pled no contest to 8 counts of incest with the child. But remember, he's violent.
Fucking, why didn't he plead guilty? He did it, son of a bitch.
Hare was committed to the Department of Health Services for institutional care for a maximum term of 80 years. Chapter 980 of the Wisconsin statute relates to the control, care, and treatment of sexually violent persons. Now, they're saying that there's something like wrong with him, so they can't.
Yeah, there sure is.
So they can't put him in a regular jail. But it says a civil commitment is defined in Wisconsin law as commitment to the custody and care of the Department of Health Services for control, care, and treatment until the person is no longer considered sexually violent.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot to take in.
He was put in a halfway house just recently. He was put, I know this, he was put into a halfway house. I'm not even going to mention the other creator because I don't want to, but anyway, I'll tell you later. But, and this guy is allowed to walk around outside free. He's not in any kind of a jail. This dude gets killer food. He gets to what, okay, maybe he's sick, but he's so sick he should not be out walking around. I just don't agree with that whatsoever.
No.
This guy needs to be on a chain.
All right, so it's not a halfway house, and this is part of the show. Believe it or not, I do prepare for the show. So here he is. I got to get that down. I get so sick of these ads. Clark County sex offender to be released. Could you imagine living in that area and you have to see that you live in that county and he's about to be out?
Yeah.
Insane. He is to comply with all requirements and rules of conditional release. Wow. And with all GPS monitoring. I don't think that's working out for him, but we'll get to that in a minute. A Clark County...
I'm sorry. I thought you were done. Remember a while back on your live, we went and we talked about this man a lot. When was it? I'm going to say he got released to the halfway house. I'm going to say that was in August. September, October? I don't know. I could be way off.
Yeah, I think it was in August.
August? Because I remember when it happened, and I remember when I found out about it. And I was on one of your lives, and I talked about it. And I was on a live. I was warning people. Remember I said I warned the people in that town. I was like, man, if you live near that house, get the hell out of there. I just can't believe law enforcement is letting this man walk around. I don't understand it.
Yeah, with an ankle bracelet.
Yeah.
A Clark County sex offender is being released and will live in Thorpe, Wisconsin. 63-year-old Warren S. Hare served his sentence for sexual assault. According to a release from Clark County Sheriff's Office, Hare will live at Kingston Road starting on September 10th.
September.
Hare will be supervised by agents specializing in intensive supervision. He is to comply with all requirements and rules of conditional release and requirements of the sex offender registration. He is not wanted by authorities at this time. Contact the sheriff's office with any questions. All right, so we got a lot of sick tickets in this family. Okay? Not only did Dawn and Candace lose 8 children, we have Grandus who abandoned her children, didn't do anything when 2 grandchildren went to foster care, and has kind of not really had a lot of dams to give. That Summer is missing. And now we have her brother. Are we seeing a problem here?
Are we seeing a pattern? That, that is what I see. I'm seeing a pattern, folks. I'm telling you right, that just hit me like a freaking ton of bricks. I'm seeing patterns now. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I am seeing some shit right now. Man, I can't wait to think about this.
Oh, you're right, Vicky. And missing daughter Rose. How can I forget that? Someone else.
I just said that.
Yep. Well, I left it out when I was talking, and she reminded me. And
Summer's missing. Rose is missing. Look at this family. Go ahead and come up with your own theory because it's out there. It's wide open, folks. Anything is possible in this family.
Yep. And Nostit Potes, which is a super cool name, said, "Man, this family has so many patterns they could knit a quilt." Could you?
I just said that. Yeah. I just said patterns.
Yep. That's what we have. We have the smartest community on YouTube.
Yeah. No shit. Wow. I am. I'm impressed with our chat. And in Discord, I see some stuff in there that I just blows my mind. I'm like, man, some of these people are on this shit.
I know. Me too. Yeah. Speaking of, if you guys, we like to talk to you between shows. If you want to join the Discord, send me an email. It's on the About tab, and I'll get you a link. I'm going to read this.
Yeah, we got a new room. Music.
We got a music room.
Yep. And even if you like smoking weed and listening to music, head on over there. Seriously. You'll have fun.
It's a really cool room. That thing was buzzing last night. It had just opened up. Clark's husband has his own band.
Yeah.
I was listening to his music.
He does a really good job with reggae. He did the dude sounded like Bob Marley.
You think Clark's husband sounds like Bob Marley?
Yeah, he does reggae.
Cool.
Clark sent me his band was singing a reggae song because I sent Clark a Bob Marley song, Ganja Guns. But her husband, yeah, he does reggae really, really good. Seriously.
Speaking of
Their bass player kicks ass.
Speaking of Clark, I just put her on the screen. Sex offenders should sex offenders should have to have a face tattoo and judged in public. Agreed. Kind of like the Scarlet Letter. That way there's no having to look people up on the internet or read weird ass articles like that one saying, "Hey, we're letting old boy loose. But don't worry, we're going to be watching him." That is not safe for children. I'm sorry. It's not safe.
I'd rather see lobotomies than a tattoo. That's my own opinion.
Yep.
Because that shit don't go away. I don't know. It's just something about that child sick shit. It just does. They never quit. I mean, what the fuck? What? I don't get it, man. I just don't. How can you attack a little kid like that and not even give a shit and be violent about it? What the hell is that? That's a monster, man. Sorry. That is. That's the little boogeyman that sleeps under your bed. Yeah, that's the guy you don't want to see as a kid.
His picture scares me. His picture scares me. Grandus scares me. Candace scares the hell out of me. Because when I think about little Summer having to be up against Candace all the time, scares the hell out of me. Comment from Smooth Tennessee Whiskey, and that is a cool ass avatar. BS, in my opinion, the entire family is guilty of sin. Separate these idiots and someone will talk. Girl, you and I could be BFF, best friends forever. I agree. Vegan mom. Their family tree is full of predators and victims. Yep. And little Summer has broke that cycle. The question is, and we're going to talk at length about this on Monday. And I want everyone to bring your theory and let us know. Because we got a big show Monday morning. Getting back to brass tacks. It's not the Dawn and Candace show. This is about Summer. What on earth happened to that little baby?
Are we going to discuss bunches of theories?
You'll see it's a surprise.
Oh,
Got lots of surprises for you.
I like surprises, but I don't know if I like them from you.
Ooh, gonna put you on the spot.
Boy. Yeah, I know. It's time we get back to what we do. Rocket harder than the Wicked Witch of the West.
Mm-hmm. Vicky said
you know, we just got through Christmas and all that, man. I got stale. I wasn't even watching YouTube. I really wasn't. I was spending time other ways. But I'll be glad to get back at it.
We got a lot to catching up to do. Vicky said their family reunions must be disgusting. Their family reunions are where they date.
Yeah. It probably looked like the movie Deliverance.
We saw Deliverance on the screen, and it is disgusting. It is disgusting. Speaking
but
of...
Anyway,
go ahead, Kevin.
Look how much molestation or possible, some of it we already know. Grandus's brother is a child molester. Was Summer... I gotta hate going there, but this is just so sad, these kids. That's what I keep thinking about. And why the hell aren't our laws tougher? Man, we need to pick it our ass up to Washington, D.C. and start asking for tougher laws for child molestation. There's a protest I'd like to see.
That would actually be worthwhile. And we were talking about this. I don't like to get into politics, but when you go to vote, I know a lot of people, they're like, I'm not going to vote. I don't care, and that's fine. It's your right, whatever you want to do. Start, figuring out what that person's really about. It's not about party. Are they about the children or not? Are they going to go and represent you and vote for tougher laws? Like we were talking about Josh Duggar yesterday. I mean, he's probably not going to serve very long for what he did. You look at William Hare, they're saying that he is a violent sexual predator. Why should he have been given any breaks at all? That is ridiculous.
Yeah, because because that behavior doesn't in so many cases that behavior doesn't change. It doesn't. It's like that behavior doesn't go away. So, slapping these people on the wrist, but and another thing, I'm not so sure that Duggar isn't going to be looking at more charges. So we'll see about that.
Charlotte, thank you for the super sticker, Charlotte. Thank you. And guys, don't forget we have memberships too. Our next members giveaway is a week before Valentine's Day. Vicky, you have got all the right answers today. Yep, CPS needs a total makeover. That is for sure, because their hands are tied on so many levels. And we're actually going to be talking about a case here in about 2 hours. Little girl out of Georgia. It's going to ring a lot of bells with this case, and I want everyone to be there. Her name is, I'm not going to pronounce it right, Kamari Holland. It's an absolutely disgusting, heartbreaking case. Trigger warning, which needs to be before every show, because I mean, everything that we talk about is dark. We just try to keep it as light as possible. It's a tough one to get through, but I want everyone back here at noon Central Time, because this little girl, something's got to be done about what happened to her.
If people love their children, we wouldn't even need CPS.
Oh, that's the comment of the week, my friend.
There you go. If we would not need CPS. So remember to give your kids a hug, a kiss, tell them you love them. If you don't have kids, tell a family member. If you don't have family members, your dog. If you don't have a dog, love yourself. There you go.
I got you, my friend. I got you. So I think we're all squared away with Grandus, but I want to ask everybody, does it make sense to you, or do you believe it? We're open here, open opinions. Do you think what she said makes sense when she finally said it to a friend of hers and she revealed it to someone else, that she was dropped off at 3:30, that she went to the camper and took a nap, and at 5:30 is when she heard, around 5:30 is when she heard Candace yelling for Summer? Do you guys believe that? Does it make sense? Or do you think it's just another lie? It's the only thing to me that makes sense. You don't believe her. Okay.
I believe it. It makes sense to me. It does. It fits. If you believe that Grandus is not involved with whatever happened to Summer, but knows where she is, because in my opinion, Grandus, I'm just put this out here. In my opinion, Grandus is guilty of knowing what happened to Summer, and I don't know if she knows where she exactly is, but I say that Grandus knows that Summer was disposed of. This is my opinion, and she's guilty of that at the least. It fits that Candace would have left after dropping Grandus off. It makes sense. Grandus probably wanted to go freaking back home. So, yeah, Brooks, I do. I think
it makes sense to me.
It fits.
But
yeah,
I think she has guilty knowledge, and I think there's things that she needs to say. She's not going to say for whatever reason. You know, talking to YouTube and talking to internet strangers on Facebook is not going to solve this crime. You have to talk to law enforcement. You have a chance to do the right thing for the first time in your life, and that is for Summer. That is for Summer. She deserves the justice. She deserves help. If she has turned over this information and she's being compliant, wonderful. Of course, we're going to be the last to know because we're not in law enforcement. And the biggest one, and I forgot to mention, is after the boys were taken in July, she hitched up the camper and she took off. Some say she went to Wisconsin, which she couldn't have seen her brother because he was locked up at the time. He didn't get out till September. Some say she went to Illinois. Either way, again, she abandoned Candace as she's going through what to most people would be the worst time of their life, which is your daughter's missing. But again, she tucks her tail and runs. That is her pattern.
That's her MO, just like Candace. Dodge the hard questions. Grandis is, but no, she has talked more than Candace. That's for sure. Really.
Candace has talked plenty. Candace can.
Grandis got her ass ripped on alive by another creator. Candace got tore up. Not Candace, but Grandis.
I didn't know.
The creator.
I didn't know
the creator I'm talking about.
Oh, I didn't know she.
No. When somebody exposed everything that Grandis had been talking about on Facebook with them, it was exposed by another creator. But anyway, whatever.
Disgusting behavior. I get that we don't all get along with our family, and there's some family members it's like it's better not to have anything to do with them. But we're talking about your granddaughter. We know you already left 2 alone in the dust up in Wisconsin to be raised by the state. Not saying it's your responsibility, it's your daughter's responsibility, and she's ill-equipped. We know that. She's an abusive mother. But you as a grandmother could have stepped in and, said, I'm going to take care of my grandkids. We saw on the show we did, I think it was Wednesday, the article where her granddaughter, Candace, yeah, her name is Candace too, ran away from foster care because she was being abused. How could you just not give a shit? I'm talking to the grandmother. We know how Candace is wired. As a grandmother, I'm not a grandmother yet. Any of my friends that are grandparents, they say it has changed their lives. Those grandbabies.
Okay, I'm going to say something nice.
Anything.
I'm going to say something nice to Grandus right now.
Mm-hmm.
Grandus, if she sees this, listen, Grandus, act like a grandmother. Blow this case open. Get justice for your granddaughter. Do the right thing. I mean, they deserve it. Your grandkids deserve you. So just please, and you could blow this wide open. Just do it. I mean, because I just hope that she would step up. That's all.
Dodging Bullet said.
Other than that, she's a piece of shit.
Dodging Bullet said, nice try, Kevin. Yep, nice try. And like Donna said, they're cut from the same cloth. They are. Yeah, Candace learned that I don't give a shit somewhere, and we know where.
I just asked her nicely. So,
yep.
Right? I did. Right that was from me to her. It was nice. Please do the right thing. And if she doesn't, well, she's a shitbag. So that's how that is.
Tracy, thank you very much. She said, hey, everyone. I just love listening to you guys. Y'all are awesome. Much love and respect to you from Florida. Another Floridian. I bet you have the sunshine too. Well, thank you, Tracy. We have new names in here, you guys. Hit that sub button. Give us a like. Come see us in Discord. Consider becoming a member. And I'm going to start winding this down because we have another show at noon. It's horrific. So again, it's a trigger warning, but everything we discuss on this channel is dark, but we try to keep it as light as possible. So we're going to say
that live is going to be, that is really disturbing.
Really, really disturbing. Really disturbing.
Bad.
So we got to be really careful on that one because I don't.
Yeah, that whole show's a trigger. Seriously, that show is going to be really intense. I mean, that whole show's a trigger warning.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion.
Yep. So we will see you guys back here at noon. And also, don't forget, we're going to have I lost Kevin. We're going to have a deep discussion Monday morning about what was revealed on Chris McDonough's show last night. So again, super happy all of you are here. Thank you so much for coming in every morning at 9 a.m. And please join us again today at noon. It's about 2 hours, hour and 45 minutes. And then please be back here at 9 a.m. on Monday morning. I was kind of on the fence. I'm going to do this afternoon, possibly over the weekend. We'll do it Monday morning. So we will see you back here at noon. And in the meantime, come see us in Discord. Love your comments. So please drop us a comment after this video. Share this video. Like this video. And please sub the channel. We will see you back here at noon. Bye-bye. Thank you.